Welcome everyone, this is Brimstone Burner, and in this video we are going to look at a few battles that me and my friends did playing on some all random rules. The mechanics of the game is we battle each other in the Great League, and we just use what Pokemon Go suggests. The team of three that Pokemon Go suggests is the team that we are going to use. So it's a few battles. I faced off against six trainers with 3 matches each, and let's get right down to it. Let's see how I fared against them. So first off, we have trainer Hayat. So I started off with a Toxicroak, and it was a bad lead. Lost hard to Skarmory, so I switched to my Alolan Sandslash, and he switched to his Registeel. I went straight to a Bulldoze. Gotta shield it up because I thought it was going to be a Focus Blast, and I didn't want to risk getting hit by Flash Cannon. So in here I'm just throwing off a bait, as my Bulldoze had hit for the first time, and then it goes straight for the Bulldoze after that. It's all about the mind games. Out comes Blastoise. So I farm up, and then I switched on to my Munchlax to soak on some damage and just chip away at the Blastoise. So Munchlax swallows the Ice Beam and throws off its own Body Slam. Yeah, he switches out to Skarmory, and again just throwing all of my abilities so that I can chip off as much damage as I can at Skarmory, hoping to land another Body Slam, and I do. 0 shields. And then here we go. Alolan Sandslash, aggressive switch in so that I can throw the Ice Punch, and that drew out the last shield. And we threw Brave Bird. So because of the debuff, I thought Counter can take it out. So, and it did. So counter it down and throw the Mud Bomb, and that is going to be a good game. Mud Bomb took out Blastoise, and on to the second match. Bjo Bronzo and Licky. Let's see what my opponent has right now. Registeel. Kinda hard, but this is a Community Day Beedrill, so it has Drill Run. So it's just gonna spam out the Drill Runs here. Beedrill is quite glassy. Look at the damage of the lock-ons. Just the lock-ons, and it dealt that much damage. Switches into Infernape. I was going to switch to my Bronzong, thinking that Infernape is fighting type, and the confusion damage would be great, but I didn't want to risk it for the blast burns because I thought it had a blast burn. Yeah, I just went down, licking down Infernape, and I thought I could lick it down. I thought maybe Licky could withstand the flamethrower, but it didn't, and it goes down with 1 counter from Bronzong. So I'm in a shield deficit here, and he throws out a Shiftry. So I switch into my Beedrill and throw out my own Exeter, which is gonna deal double damage, double damage, because of Shiftry's typing. Switches it back into Registeel. With the 0 shields, this Drill Run is gonna hit, and is able to take out the Registeel. So Shiftry with Bullet Seed. He threw a Hurricane, people. He threw a Hurricane and instantly KO'd my Beedrill. It's a Bullet Seed Shiftry too. So Shiftry is a Grass type and a Dark type, so my Psychic type moves are heavily resisted, but it didn't seem to be running foul play. And this part here got me worried because did he just get to another hurricane? No, it's just a leaf tornado, and Sky Shock is gonna take Shiftry out, and that's a good game. And on to the last match of my opponent here. Galvantula against Polywrap. Not the best, I should say. But and I really thought it had Bulk Switch, so I immediately switched out to my Altaria. But see here that it was running a Fury Cutter, and my Altaria is gonna eat that Flash Cannon, and then another Sky Attack here. Look at how the Dragon Breath damage adds up. Is it able to take out the Registeel? I'm gonna shield that one up and just aggressively farm it down from this point. Damn. Out comes a Durant. So I farmed up a little bit more, trying to get to two Sky Attacks, double Sky Attacks. We got a shield there, and another Sky Attack right before Altaria goes down. A little parting gift. Doesn't shield it. Takes a huge chunk out of Durant, and he switches out to Galvantula. I thought this was a discharge and was a cross poison, so that was really a bad move, I should say, because poison type attacks will deal bonus damage to a fairy type like Wigglytuff. But Galvantula is too glassy, and Charm takes it out. Durant there takes out my Wigglytuff, but Polywrap is still healthy, and that is a good game. Thank you, sir. Now we're up against Drix. This is a spoiler. I'm gonna get swept. I don't win any of the 3 matches here because he really had the better Pokemon chosen for him by the system. So up against Kingdra with my own Licky. Octazooka is coming in. It's not going to be able to knock my Licky out. But do we get the debuff? No, we don't get the debuff. And we throw out our own Body Slam, which is going to get shielded. Boom. And then he's going to be able to farm down my Licky. Choose my Frostlass. I guess I shouldn't have shielded right here. Would have saved me a bit. Zangoose with Shadow Claw, and he basically had a counter for the rest of my team at the back. So Shiftry with Bullet Seed against Alolan Marowak with Fire Spin. Foul Play coming through. I'm just gonna go Bone Club. Hit him with the Bone Club. Still wasn't able to knock it out. Extra energy there, but doesn't last long against the Zangoose. And the Zangoose is gonna get 2 Night Slashes in. And given that Frostlass is very glassy, it's a good game. Got swept here. So Dragonair against Galarian Linoon. It's running Snarl and Body Slam. Well, our Dragonair is a purified Dragonair running Aqua Tail and Dragon Pulse. The Body Slam going in was very much near to 2 Body Slams. So we shield up the second Body Slam. That's so spammy. Snarl gives off great energy. And I really thought I could farm down the Galarian Linoon here, which was my mistake. And Bibarel takes it out, but we're in a shield deficit here. And Kingdra enters the ring. I throw up a Hyper Fang, and it goes through, but the Dragon Breath damage really adds up, and my Water Gun damage is resisted. So Octazooka, see that? Resisted damage. Dota Surf, just a little bit of parting gift. Gets blocked. And Bjo, the glassy Bjo, faces off against Magcargo. Can you believe that? A bug in a poison type having rocks thrown at it. What else could you expect? So that's the second match. And in the final match, let's see what Rix has. So we start with Munchlax against the Poliwrath. See? It's that much disadvantaged because of the fighting typing of Poliwrath. Over farms a lot. I shield up the Dynamic Punch and switch into my Noctowl. But I make a mistake here, worsening my situation. See, I went for the Nightshade, doesn't even deal that much damage. Should have gone for the Sky Attack. No, but it got a shield though. Switching back to my my Munchlax and throw out my Body Slam. I thought, yeah, okay, maybe this is a discharge or it was a Brick Break. And then here comes another Brick Break. Raichu is very spammy with that, especially with Volt Switch. I think 2 or 3 Volt Switches will give you a Brick Break. And I almost had him, but not quite. He even flexes this one. See, that, you guys, is a Shadow Scizor. Up against my Probopass with Rock Throw, Rock Slide, and Magnet Bomb. Doesn't really deal much damage, especially with a shield on. And remember that Poliwrath is in the back with almost full health. And my Probopass is barely hanging in there. So that's going to be a match. Good game, sir. You swept me 0-3. Up against Sir Reynard. I got lucky in this match. Sir Rain is one of the top trainers in the Philippine leaderboards, the Silph Philippine leaderboards. I think he's within the top 10 of the Philippines. So he switches out to his Swallow, and I bring in my own Bronzo. I didn't know what moves Swallow had, so I just let it through. Good thing it wasn't a ground type, huh? Ground type attack. Psyshock takes out the Swallow, and Lapras goes back in. And I'm thinking, I can take anything that Lapras can throw, but not gonna risk it. Hold it right. Shield deficit, but in a very good spot here. And out comes Toxicroak. So we're just gonna throw the Psyshock. It's gonna get shielded though. But the confusion damage is gonna deal double bonus damage because Toxicroak is a fighting and a poison type. And out comes Bibarel. Especially with the Mud Bomb. We take the first match. So we're up against the second match. We're up against Escavalier against my Quagsire. Sir switches out to his Noctowl. I throw out my Stone Edge, which I shouldn't have done. I just should have switched. And then I switch into my Skuntank, which I should have gone with Empoleon on an afterthought. Because Empoleon's gonna resist the damage coming from Noctowl, especially the Sky Attack. In Crunch, just doing what I can here. Bit of lag there. Sky Attack. Switches back in to Toxicroak. And Toxicroak's gonna farm us down, counter dealing super effective damage. I didn't throw in my Empoleon because counter is gonna deal a lot of damage. Try to overfarm there a bit. Stone Edge is gonna get Toxicroak, and here we are with our deadly counter. We're gonna get countered down by an Escavalier. I really thought it had Drill Run, but I guess this is one of Archer's spare Pokemon. So even so, they have good IVs because Archer is one of the competitive players here in the Philippines. So he stores or keeps them Pokemon that have good IVs. And on to the third match. It's Polywrap against Tentacool. Throw out an Ice Punch, which was my mistake, honestly. I thought I could draw out a shield, but yeah, even if I threw out a Dynamic Punch, it would still be resisted. So I'm gonna throw a Dynamic Punch here, but it's gonna be resisted because of the poison typing, I think. And I got baited by an Acid Spray. Bit slow to the swap there. Try to overfarm. Didn't know which one to switch in. Hydro Pump, and I don't have any shields anymore, which was a bad move. Ice Punch takes out Tentacool. And then in comes Kingdra. Throw out Parting Gift. Ice Punch. And it's a Water Gun Kingdra, which is very bad for us because both of the Pokemon in the back are weak to water type attacks. It's a Foul Play. It's gonna take out my Rapidash. Another Foul Play. Shiftry really generates a lot of damage because of the energy gain from Snarl, and it fills up a Leaf Blade and Foul Play very quickly. I think it takes 4 Snarls to get to a Foul Play and 3 Snarls to get to a Leaf Blade. So we don't have any HP left, and Kingdra comes back in with a lot of HP, and that is gonna be a good game. Thank you, sir. Up next, we are going up against the Shiny King, 60-man, but his previous name was Noob Savage. He's still Noob Savage. He is still Noob Savage. Started off with a good lead, and then he switches off to a Kadabra. Missed a lot of circles there. And then I'm just gonna go switch to my Munchlax and lick it down. Lick it down. Looking good here so far, and we throw off a Body Slam, trying to double up on that Body Slam. Good. Get shielded, we get both shields, and a Body Slam. It's gonna go through, takes out the Shiny Bloom, and out comes a Shiny Butterfree. Gotta Body Slam it again. Gotta deal as much chip damage as we can to the Butterfree. Oh, almost got it. But we switch in back to our Shining Bronzo. And we shield up this. We correctly shield that one up. Would have dealt a lot of damage, I suppose, because bug type attacks deal bonus damage to psychic types, and Bronzo is a shining type. Psychic type. Shiny type. Come on. So Whiskash, Rapidash, and Alolan Marowak. Go against Drifblim. I'm thinking, nah, I'm just gonna stay. Icy Wind is gonna hit. Just gonna let the Icy Wind through. Gonna get the debuff. And let's see. I think he thought I would throw out a bait, but I just went straight for the Blizzard and Mud Bomb. 3 Mud Bombs. Oh no. 3 Mud Slaps. Sorry. Are gonna take it out. Throw out a Mud Shot. Gonna get a shield. Another Mud Shot. He's gonna deal a lot of damage to an Aggron. Look, I think it's running Dragon Tail, and I shield this one up with Heavy Slam. He switches out to his own Stunfisk. And do I shield here? Yeah, I do. Because I don't want all that energy to go to waste, and he only has 1 shield left. So Alolan Marowak spamming out the Bone Clubs against the Alolan. Is that Alolan or Galarian Stunfisk? Against the Stunfisk, and it's gonna deal bonus damage because the Stunfisk is a Steel and a Ground type. So he takes out my old Marowak, and I switch in back to my Whiskash, and I quickly throw out my Mud Bombs. That is gonna be a good game. Aggron! Forgot he still had an Aggron. That was a good game. On to the third match. Zoomerl, Tentacool. Okay. Let's see how we fare. So it's an Azumarill against the Gardevoir. Gonna go straight for the Polywrap here. Confusion damage is getting the better of us because it's dealing a lot of damage, but Gardevoir is glassy compared to Azumarill. So we shield up the Synchronoise, and we see a switch out here, and we see a Pelipper, which is cool. Wing attack Pelipper. And I didn't think it had a Blizzard, so I just gave him a free ticket to destroying my Kingdra. So I throw out Polywrap, and he lets it through. We take down the Pelipper, and out comes back the Gardevoir. Throw out the Polywrap. We get shield, and Tentacles going back in. We have to shield the Synchronoise. I wanted my Tentacle to have as much HP as it can, but out comes a shiny Sudowoodo, and it outpaces us to an Earthquake, and that is gonna seal the match. Rest in pieces, Tentacool. Rest in pieces. And again, we have another round with Archer 39A1. So Hippodon against an Umbreon. And my Hippodon is running Thunder Fang and Earth Power. It's not running Body Slam. This is 100% IV Hippodon too, so it's not that great for, really that great for PvP, and it's gonna get pummeled by a lot of foul plays because Umbreon deals a lot of damage and generates a lot of damage with those Snarl attacks. You get to another Earth Power. I think Sir Rain thought he could farm down the Hippodon, So we shielded up. They shielded up, and we're gonna send out our own Houndoom. I shouldn't have shielded that one because I really thought this was that was gonna be our last resort, but it wasn't. And then they switch into their own Breloom, but Houndoom is gonna hang in there. And this is funny though because his line of 3 consisted of 2 Umbreons. So we're up against an Umbreon that has uh, Snarl and Foul Play. And again, I thought this was a Community Day Umbreon, but it really didn't. They really didn't throw any last resorts, so I just spammed the Leaf Blades here. I thought they were gonna throw the last resort here, so I shielded it up. And they still have that shield. We have 2 Leaf Blades stacked up. 1 and 2, and we're just gonna double up on the Leaf Blade and take this first match. On to the second match, he just let it through because he knew it's coming anyway. So. Rematch. So we have a very bad lead. We switch into our own Wigglytuff, and then we go up against the Probopass. I thought I could reach Ice Beam first, but they reached Magnet Bomb first, so I just let it through. And I throw out my Whiscash, which is gonna resist all of Probopass's attacks, Spark and Magnet Bomb, because Whiscash is a Water type and a Ground type. So we're just gonna spam out the Mud Bombs here. Super effective damage. Lucario is coming back in, and I thought it was going to be a Shadow Ball because of the energy that he farmed up earlier. Sorry about that. And out comes a Rhyhorn. He was so frustrated about this Rhyhorn. It's running Mud Slap and Bulldoze. So I switch into my Munchlax to preserve my Whiscash for the Lucario. Out comes the Bulldoze. And we throw out our own Bulldoze. And he lets it go through. Munchlax didn't even last long. So we're gonna double up on the Mud Bomb, and that is going to be the game. That was the match. After the double up. Mud Bomb, Mud Bomb, Mud Bomb, yeah! Now normally, I could never beat Terrain, but because of the AR cups, you never know what you're gonna get. So the last match for this round 2 of ours. So we have Terra Thorne against our Stuntank. I went straight for the Flamethrower. Just gonna get shielded. Terra Thorne is a Steel type and a Grass type, so it's gonna deal double bonus damage. Power Up gonna get resisted because of our Poison typing. But it still adds up, so we shield it up. They switched to Linoon, and I thought it had Dig. This Raichu though is, I think, it's ranked 10. So gonna try to double up on the Brick Break. Let's see if Raichu can deal with it. It's blocked. Another Brick Break. Yes. Went through, but wasn't enough. I should have gone for Vibro here, but my mistake. Should have reserved that stun tank for the power whip in the back. And Frostlass is gonna knock out our stun tank. Terra Thorne is gonna have a feast over our Bibarel. Takes 2 power ups, just 1 and a few bullet seeds, and it's over. Just the parting gift, and that's the second match. The third match. And up against our last opponent, we have Jaeger's Spiral, one of the only players I know that got to rank 10 in the first season. So it was Galvantula against Sudowoodo, and I switched into my own Whiscash, and I threw a Blizzard hoping that it would hit. And it does! It did! So Octazooka is coming back in and deal neutral damage, and I farmed Kingdra down. Threw out another Blizzard, but the Fable's Charm knocked me out. So I throw out a Discharge here. Gonna get a shield. How classy is Galvantula. And they switch into Sudowoodo. Gonna eat the Discharge. And I switch into my Ninetales. Running Fire Spin, Psyshock, and Overheat. Rock Slide. And he gets to 2 Rock Slides, and I shield both up. And he still has 1 shield. Try to bait him with the Psyshock. Let's see if it works. And it does. We get the last shield, and it's a race to a move, a charge move, a spraying. It's a Meteor Mash. Gonna get resisted damage, and we throw out an Overheat, and we are gonna take the first match. What a closer, huh? On to the second match. I think I lose this one, but let's see how we fare against our opponent here. Skarmory into an Arcanine. I was gonna switch out, but it's running Snarl, so I decided to stay in. My bad. I decided to shield up a Flamethrower, and he switches out to his own Kingdra. I throw out a Brave Bird. Should have gone for the Sky Attack, but anyway. It gets through. We knocked out Kingdra with 2 Volt Switches. The Switch comes out next, and we have a Lucario. I throw out a Brick Break, which I think is gonna get shielded. Yep, we get the shield, and Raichu is gonna get farmed down. I think Volt Switch is a 3 or 4 turn move. Thought that was a Shadow Ball. I really thought that was a Shadow Ball. Switches out to Arcanine. I throw out my Sky Attack. And do we get a shield? Do we get a shield? Yes, we do. Gotta chip out as much as we can. And Vigoroth. Now, here's where I made the mistake. I really thought that I could farm him down. I should have thrown the Body Slam. Wild Charge going out. And Lucario is gonna be able to farm me down. Power Punch. One more Air Slash and I would have taken it. That sealed the match. So now in our last match against JJ Skyroad, so it's a Togekiss against my Whiscash, but I thought it was a Charmer, but it was running hitting power, so I switched out to Empoleon just to be sure. And farm out just enough, and they switch into a Chimecho running Astonish and Shadow Ball. Let's see how we fare here. Astonish really generates non-existent energy. The Shadow Ball quickly shielded that out. Hydro Cannon. Another Hydro Cannon. Does it go through? Yes, it does. Out comes Togekiss again. Gonna deal as much damage as we can, and we're not able to throw the Hydro Cannon, but Mudshot is gonna take it out. Arcanine is coming back in, and Whiscash just takes it out. Both of its moves are gonna be resisted. Both Flamethrower and Wild Charge are resisted, and that is gonna be a good game. And those our matches, all random matches for this video. And if you like the video, please click the subscribe button and the like the video as well. The AR matches are very cool because you never know what you're gonna get. Do you get the good Pokemon or do you get the not so good Pokemon?